First day at work. It was a mistake to use water to put out an oil fire. The result was immediately being fired by the boss. But Insa doesn't give up easily, still patiently staying to get the job done. Hyunwoo asked her why she insisted on doing this. Insa said that she wants to sincerely cook delicious food that makes others happy. Hyunwoo was momentarily speechless. Back to the office. Received a black document about Insa sent by Seon. Send someone to call Insu in. Hyunwoo finally decided to give her another chance. By the way, use her to infuriate the scheming woman. What? I'm sorry. I have to use you to annoy Seon. Going home to rest today. My started coming to work okay. The tycoon Young-hee over here. Accidentally received a threatening call from Song-yoon. Seon, you must do that. Maybe it's for a little money that you want to ruin your life. Looks like her mother-in-law is at home. Or should I go in now and say it all? Oh no. Hello. Young-hee didn't know why. So ask who is the person on the other end of the line. Seon immediately snatched the phone back. Angry scolding mother-in-law. Why are you willing to answer the phone? Young-hee said I was just convenient. And asked her if she was intimidated by anyone. Seon briefly explained that she was being followed. Young-hee also believes it's true. About to tell the president and Jung-hoon. Again, Seon loudly stopped him. Say I'll deal with it. The more Young-hee went outside, the more she thought about it, the more she felt that something was wrong. Curious to know who that man is. The battle for the presidency between Jung-hoon and Dong-ho has also begun. Two groups of people arguing. Dong-ho thought he had the victory firmly in his hand. The result of Hyunwoo appearing directly reversed the situation. In the end, Dong-ho lost badly. Seeing that his presidency was stolen by someone else. He can only sit alone in the office crying. Seon learns that Hyunwoo broke his brother's good news. Just look for him to calculate the book. Ironically, he is a poor international student. Can again be adopted by a tycoon. Hyunwoo mocked her if she regretted abandoning him. Or take this opportunity to start all over again. Seon directly gave him a slap. I am the wife of President Kang Jong-hoon, and I have a child. But what did he say? You're the one who respects the baby. Seon came to find Insu again. Said he wanted her to resign at Heinwa's restaurant. Insu felt ridiculous. How could she order me like that? Seon changed tactics. Remind her if she doesn't take the initiative to leave. I will keep Junhee's story a secret forever. But Insu wasn't fooled. Tell her to be natural. If public. Who is worse than who, he knows. Also said that he saw the shadiness of her and Hyunwoo. We'll definitely find out. Heard that they studied abroad together in Paris, surely understand very well. After all, what does it have to do with Seon? What kind of person is Seon? But fell into this step. That also needs to be clarified. Wow. This is sure to be interesting. Stand there for me, Lee Eun-soo stopped. Jung-hoon came up but the president came to find Dong-ho. Hope he can start again at the subsidiary. But Dong-ho doesn't accept this good idea. Felt him cooperate with Hyunwoo deal with her. Jung-hoon confided that he did not intend to be the president. I just don't want to see you use your power to do bad things. List your crimes one by one. He thought it was only me. Just do that to Lee Eun-soo. He is still very young. It's still too early for me to win. Know it. That night Jung-hoon talked about becoming president with Eun-soo. He said he could finally help her. Eun-soo saw that he wasn't really that happy. Jung-hoon is right. Though she won everything back from the bad guy. But she lost the person she loved. Eun-soo coldly told him not to come. He's already married. Have children and a wife. Then be responsible. I know. But Jung-hee is my son. Mother-in-law listens to daughter-in-law's phone. Found out that strange men are threatening. Besides, there's always a strange man loitering at the door. The tycoon's wife thought about it, the more she felt that something was wrong. Tell the scheming woman that he wants to take her to the antenatal clinic. Seon had no choice but to agree. That night she found out. The mother-in-law wants to secretly do a DNA test for the fetus. She panicked. Received a threatening call from Song-yoon again. When two people just met. Then Jung-hoon drove home. Seon wanted to quickly chase him away. Jung-hoon watched the stranger walking away. Very curious. Ask her what she is doing out in the middle of the night. Since when do you care about me? I just came out because I was bored. I'm going in here. Sian's brother asked his father's people to find out. It was the president who forced his father and son swallow the company. Yet I have been his dog for decades. The younger sister also became the daughter-in-law of the enemy's house. Feeling extremely depressed. The will to revenge is stronger. Chairman called Dongho. Comfort him not to be too sad. In the subsidiary work for good. Dongho cursed at him silently. No shame is the president. Why not answer? On the surface, he was willing to be happy for him. Sian went to the company to see Hyunwoo. Ask him what he is doing here. Hyunwoo saw that she was scared. Jonghoon discovered the relationship between the two. Sian gets angry and wants to hit him. Jungwoo went to see this scene. It feels like the two of you know each other. Sian panicked and immediately withdrew her hand. Jungwoo stepped forward. Hyunwoo took the initiative to explain that he was just joking. And she wants to hit me. Sian immediately shook off their relationship. Hyunwoo didn't want to mess around any longer. Choose to leave. Waiting for Hyunwoo to leave, Jonghoon asked her if she knew him. Sian lied is not familiar. But Jonghoon said that person also studied abroad in Paris. Aren't you familiar? Sian replied that so many international students go to Paris. How can I know it all? Jonghoon didn't search anymore. Then ask her what she is doing here. Sian told her to come comfort her brother. And ask him if he really wants to leave his brother. Two people entered the office to discuss. Sian excitedly said that it was all thanks to his own work that he was new. Win victory. Say yourself. Crying to prevent his brother from announcing the fact that he had a child of his own. Jungwoo felt ridiculous. How could she have such great courage? Sian said maliciously. Bow if brother has any predestined. I absolutely will not forgive you and the president. At this time, Eunhee came to ask Kantar. Do you already know who the child of the scheming woman is? But Kantar couldn't be sure. He also did not speak clearly. Then he went to ask Eunsu. Going to say. Junghoon's wife has another man outside. But Eunsu didn't care. It's their husband's story. I hope Kantar doesn't interfere. The next day Eunsu arranged Hyunwoo's desk. Discovered a photo he took with Sian in Paris. So very shocked. Hyunwoo loudly asked if she had seen it. Eunsu hurriedly apologized. Say I didn't mean to. Hyunwoo said it was okay. It's all a thing of the past. Then take a picture to talk about the story of the two of them. While in Paris. Studying physics with Sian. After that, they like each other. Then fall in love. Only to that extent. Then coldly tore the photo away.